So as much as I really want to get on here and cackle about how Trump has a man crush for Mamdani, as much as I am living for the absurdity in this timeline, there is something so much bigger at play. Because on the one hand, yes, the man has dementia. He doesn't know his head from a hole in the ground. And yeah, he's probably going to start getting real radical with his policies as he is rapidly going down the drain. A clumsy attempt at rebranding is not off the table for him right now. But no, that's not really what this is about. This is about energetics. This is about anchoring the light. I'm going to share an excerpt from another creator, Kristen, whom is brilliant. I love her. Maybe you've seen this. If you haven't, it's worth watching all the way through. I've included a link to it in the caption. In this video, she talks about field mechanics, the physics of all of this, and what happens when someone is vibrating a frequency so coherently that it alters everyone around them. So watch this.
The clip that we're all watching was a real-time demonstration of how coherence stabilizes chaos. So number one, a coherent signal reorganizes the field. Mamdani walked into that room broadcasting a coherent signal. He was steady, he was unified, he's grounded in unity, in wholeness. He wasn't performing, he wasn't reacting, and he wasn't trying to overpower Trump. He was just holding a frequency. And a coherent signal restructures the entire field around it. You could literally watch Trump's normally chaotic patterning start to settle. Point number two, Trump was entrained. His field was entrained. His baseline signal is reactive, identity-driven, unstable, and that's incoherence. But incoherence doesn't erase the ability for someone to momentarily access coherence. Humans flicker in and out. And when a chronically dysregulated field encounters a stable one, it gets entrained. It gets pulled into that organization. That's what happened. Mamdani didn't win. He just held the field. Point number three, coherence doesn't oppose chaos. It stabilizes it. People misunderstand influence because they think it's about strength or dominance. It isn't. A coherent field disrupts chaos by organizing it, not fighting it. That's why Trump didn't interrupt. He didn't escalate. He didn't shift into his usual dominant signaling. Coherence forced him into responsiveness because incoherence always yields to stability.
Now, like I said, the whole thing, absolutely brilliant. Please make sure you watch it all. But the thing I really want to parse out of this, again, what she said about a coherent frequency will stabilize the chaos. Because what did Spirit tell us at the beginning of the 4 a.m. Club experience last year? What did Spirit tell me that I've been telling you? We need to anchor the light. That's what we did. Anchoring the light is stabilizing the frequency and broadcasting that coherent signal. And that's what I have been doing since day one. That's why just the other day when I reposted a video of mine clear back from December of last year, it is so step-by-step, word-for-word accurate for not only how I've shown up this whole year, but what has happened. Why am I so accurate as a psychic about what's happening now? Why have we come together en masse for this year? I had 7,000 followers last year. I have over 155,000 right now on TikTok and nearly 30,000 on YouTube. How did that happen? In less than a year. Because I am broadcasting one coherent signal. And one thing I have heard from you, especially on TikTok, one thing I've heard from you over the past year is how many times you come seek me out when you're feeling uncertain. I've received this comment hundreds, if not thousands of times at this point. You always calm me down. You always make me feel so grounded. I know whenever I'm freaking out, I can come to you and find calm. Because my coherent signal is stabilizing your frequency. Okay, so then what happens when I do that? Or when Mamdani stabilizes Trump or anybody else in his field? We alter the entire field. You want to talk about anchoring a timeline, shifting a timeline? You plop this coherent signal down, you get it nice and solid, you radiate that to everybody else. That creates a new timeline. That shifts everybody around us onto the new timeline. This is why the 4 a.m. Club is needed at this time. So many of you also said you felt activated that night, that morning. You felt activated. You felt awakened. You were called to something bigger. You're called to stabilize the same frequency that I've been broadcasting all year. You've received your piece of it. You are stabilizing the frequency in your community, for your circle of influence in your part of the world. And look what a profound influence it had on the most chaotic man in America right now. And all Mom Donnie had to do was just stand there. Just be himself, just be so true and solid in who he is, and just exist. And that frequency precedes him. So this is what it means to shine your light and to anchor your light. If you ever doubt the kind of influence that you can have, never doubt again. This is how we change the world.